Hello guys, John with you, and it's time now to get started on this. This is a fine big tank that is going to be a rather large vehicle. Quite a dangerous one if they ever built them. But again, you know, like I said at the start during the unboxing, that if they did ever actually build these things and put them into proper production, I don't think how effective they'd really be. Due to the size, how are they going to get them from A to B? And with the size of them, they're massive targets, no matter how strong they are. You know, if you can see it, you can hit it. And it's not going to be very stealthy. So is it a case of a waste of loads and loads of material for something like that? Maybe for, you put it into something else that steel, like the waste of steel. But anyway, an extraordinary piece of engineering. We'll call it that, an extraordinary piece of engineering. So anyway, in build update number 1, we're getting started anyway, and as usual with German armour, and this is definitely no exception. We've got plenty of wheels. Okay, we've got our idler wheels. Okay, and as you see here, I've got loads of little pieces underneath me. I'm after making up the idlers. Right, 2 parts, quite easy, little bit of clean up, and my idlers are made, and I've got 2 of them. 1, 2. I've also got 2 drive sprockets. Okay, nice big chunky drive sprockets. Okay, and we've got 2 of them. 1, 2. Now we're on to the fun part. Okay, we've got to make up these bogies. Now it doesn't look, there's the picture of them, quite easy, isn't it? It doesn't seem to be that complicated at all. But we'll have a look at what that actually entails. All these pieces here are to make up the bogies. Okay, I have 1 already made up. Okay, there's 1 of the bogies made up. Alright, quite nice. A little bit of movement in them, because parts of them you don't actually glue, other parts you do. But there we go, there's our bogie. Okay, we have a closer look again at that. Right. Right, there's the bogies. Now to make up each bogie, what's needed? We need 1 of these, 2 of these little pieces, 1 of these pieces, 2 of these, and 4 wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that makes down 1 bogie. Okay, this little section down here. Nowhere else, forget about everything else. This is what makes up 1 bogie. Okay, so we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces for each bogie, and we've got 12 bogies in total. So that's a good bit of mathematics there. 120 pieces just to make up the bogies. And say these pieces here have 4 connection points. Right, and these pieces here have 2. They have another one here, but they're not going to be seen, so they're not really going to be, you don't have to worry about cleaning them up. But these pieces all have 2. These pieces here have, some have 2, some have 3 to clean up. These pieces here have 2, and each of the wheels have 2. So that's, shall we say, that's a lot of sprue-gate cleanage to be done. Okay, so I've plenty of work ahead of me there with cleanup alone, not to mention just getting them made. Right, so I've got tons of work there ahead of me. So how am I going to do it? It's a case of I'm thinking of basically doing them 1 at a time, just so I don't get bored. I find that if you've got loads and loads of wheels to clean off, and there's my wheels, I find if you've got tons of wheels to clean off, By the time you're halfway down it, you've got cramp in your fingers, right? Because you're holding it and you're there with your stick and you're cleaning them off, and you've got your fingers do kind of cramp. Do you ever get that? You get little crampy pieces here in your hands. And the same applies to all the small parts. So when you get on into pieces like that and you're there cleaning them up, by the time you're halfway through the cleanup, you're so peed off with the cleanup that you're starting to take a few shortcuts. Okay? And like everything else, you take shortcuts. When the whole thing is finished and you look back and you'll see a little ejector pin mark, or not ejector pin mark, but a little sprue gate mark on your model, and you'll see it, and that thing, no matter how small it is, and you might be the only person that sees it, nobody else might ever see it, but you know it's feckin' there and you can see it, and every time you look at the model, there's that fucking thing annoying the living daylights out of it. So with me, what I do is make them one at a time. So when I start off, I just get this piece, bit of music on. I'm just going to whistle now because I can't put on music. I'll be done for copyright. That's our piece of music, that is. Can't use that in your video. So there we go, that's that piece cleaned off. So I can say, right, now I'm going to build away from there. So then I get my wheels. I need 4 wheels. And one there, right, 4 wheels. Then I'll clean off my wheels. Then I'll clean off this piece here. There's 2 little cleaning off pieces in that. And vice versa, same again, like I said, some pieces have 3, okay? And some pieces have 2, but most of them have the 3. Little rubber thing. And just clean them off, one at a time. So I'm varying, the angle that I'm putting my fingers at. So that cuts down on cramping. And the fact that I'm building each one then after I've got them all the pieces cleaned off. So therefore I'm not just constantly sanding. I'm not getting pissed off at sanding. And you'll fly through it that way. It might take a little bit longer, I don't know, but at least you won't get bored doing it, and at least it won't kind of drive you mental with that much sanding and cleaning off to get done all in one go. And like I said, with me, I get the old cramps in the fingers. So yeah, I suppose you could call it a little tip or a hint, but it's just my way of doing it. And if any of you do suffer from cramps in your fingers and things, do try it that way and see does it work for you, because it works for me. I'm quite happy with how I do it. And keep your little things like that, little piles there around your bench. Bit of music on and work away, and then as you finished ones, then a little line of them here, and before long you have it all finished and you don't even notice it. So anyway, that's it for build update number 1. We're getting started, we're getting stuck into it. I don't need clamps, not at this stage, put them away. So we're getting stuck into it, and enjoyable so far anyway. Making these down, they were quite nice. The fit in them was lovely. There was a little groove, couldn't go wrong with them. Little bit of, to me, extra thin, bit of pressure, little bit extra thin around the centre of them. And, that's what I had the clamps for. Just clamped them together and left it there for a little while. So I'm going to get stuck in. I'm going to finish off these. I'm going to hopefully have them finished by tomorrow. If not, then they're not finished by tomorrow. Simple as that. It takes as long as it takes, and I'm in no rush whatsoever. I'm going to do it properly, and if that means it takes 2 days just to clean off these pieces and just get the bogies made, then that's what it takes. If it takes 3 days, it takes 3 days. I don't care. So the next time you'll see it, we'll be in with step 2 anyway. Okay. Step 2, we'll be fitting the bogies. Yes, we'll be fitting the bogies and the idler and the drive sprocket. Don't know as yet whether I'm going to kind of do it my usual way by leaving the drive sprocket off, so I can get in around with places. I don't know, because I don't know how these tracks are. So what I'll do is I won't glue it in place, and we'll see how we go from there. So anyway, lads, like I said, that's it for build update number 1. Don't forget, stay tuned to the channel and join me for build update number 2. And the easiest way to do that is to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, hit the notification bell, so you'll be notified as soon as I upload it. Simple as that. As soon as I upload it, you'll know. So, also, don't forget, this is part of the Paul Smith Memorial Group build in conjunction with the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. So get over there to the Facebook page and get in your own entries for it. That's JMSM on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. If you haven't joined already, please do join. Just, you know, the usual apply to join, and either myself and Don will let you in. Also, we've got a new moderator. Les will let you in as well, and or Lee, should I say? Beg your pardon for Les. We'll get you in somewhere or another, okay? And you can kind of join us with our group build. And remember, there are 3 categories in the group build. One category is what I'm entering, which is the anything that never went into production. Okay, be it a tank, a plane, a ship, a train, a submarine, anything at all that's never went into full production. That was either sort of a test piece, or even on paper pens, or something you want to kit bash together yourself. Because obviously, if you kit bash it together yourself, it never went into production. Section 2 then would be anything from Zvezda, because Paul was a big Zvezda fan, and apparently that was my fault. I got him onto Zvezda, and so anything from Zvezda, anything at all from Zvezda, okay. And part 3 then is any submarine. Okay, so you've got 3 different categories there that you can kind of enter your build into. Now, there are no prizes, just a pat on the back, but there is a kind of an overall prize then, which is basically for anybody that has finished. And what it is, it's going to be, will be put into a hat and a raffle for a nice big Zvezda kit. Okay, it's again, I should have written down what the feckin' kit is, and I keep forgetting to do it. But anyway, you can get over there to the Facebook page, and you can find out from that. It's on the Facebook page what the prize is. So, like I said, it's just a raffle. I mean, as long as you finish by the end of February, you can enter into that little raffle that we're going to be doing. And I'll be doing it live on the 17th of March, which is St. Patrick's Day. Fiddle-dee-dee. Okay, for us Irish people. Ha-ha, ho-ho, hee-hee. And unfortunately, either myself or Don can enter the feckin' thing. Oh well, and I could do with a couple of Zvezda kits. I could do with any kits, actually. And Zvezda kits, I love Zvezda kits. I do like Zvezda kits. And the kit is actually sponsored by Zvezda, so big thank you to Zvezda for sponsoring that for us. So anyway, lads, like I said, sign up for the Facebook page. Give me the old thumbs up in this video. Hit the bell, and come and buy yourself a kit. Build it and enjoy it, because that's an order. You have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then don't do it. Simple as that, because that's what it's all about. It's a hobby. It's there to be enjoyed. It's not a work. It's not a chore. Okay, I'll see you soon. Take care. Enjoy your modelling.